welcome to another video here. Got Junior, myself, Alex with A&A Mustangs. So today we're doing a little bit different video than normally, I guess. We're usually, building something or working on something. And today we're actually just gonna talk about this car here. So this is Junior's 89 Fox Body Mustang. And so we're just gonna pretty much let you guys know, talk a little bit about how this car came to be, I guess, in the family, you would say. And just pretty much, this is the car that started off for him. And it pretty much started, everything as far as, social media, the videos that we've been doing, everything so far. So, you care to start?
So how's it going, guys? So this is my 89 Mustang GT. Doesn't get as much love as it did before. I mean, this is the car that started the YouTube channel. In general, there's Obama Tune video out there and stuff like that. And then we started doing videos and it kind of faded. And then ended up getting a Mach 1. And this was kind of put to the side. I was actually supposed to sell it because I got the Mach 1 and ended up keeping it somehow. As many of you all know, I sold my Mach 1. We wrapped it psychedelic, stuff like that, throwback to that one. Actually ended up selling that one to get the Roush that he sold me. We can do a backstory on that car as well. But as many of you all know, the Roush is the one who's been getting all the love lately. I mean, attention left and right on my Instagram. Maybe there's like 50 pictures of the Roush and there's one of this one. Recently, I tried to sell it. I put it for sale. I was done with it. I was trying to get a 131450. That was the big rumor out there that I was trying to get. And unfortunately Corona happened and nobody bought it. So recently I decided to keep it and I was like, you know what? Let's bring the attention back to this car so I won't start at all. Like I always say, it's the best worst mistake of my life. Worst investment. It's all thanks to him. So backtrack to when I was 15.
Yeah, so he was about 15, around that age, I don't remember. So I know that he said that he wanted a Fox Body. That was his favorite car. Maybe at the time, things change, right? So I actually was looking, online, I don't know where, but I came across this car, and you guys will see some pictures. You'll probably put some pictures as we're talking
I'll pop
here.
them as we go.
But it was green. The whole front end was kind of missing. It did come with fenders and everything, but they were a different color. The engine, the block was in there, but the rest of the engine was on the trunk. And so I got home with it. I think when I got it, I paid $650 for it, which, I mean, it was okay, I guess. It needed a lot of work. And as soon as I got it, he came over and he's like, man, what's this for? And I was like, well, it's probably gonna be your car, we'll fix it up and you can, pretty much he bought it off me, but we pretty much just built it and then, whatever money went into it, that's what he bought it for. So it was nice. I mean, you see the work we did and you'll see the pictures and we could probably get more into it, but, I did a whole, underneath everything is new. Interior, everything was redone. And then I did paint it. This is already probably, I think, like the third time it's been painted. He recently got it painted when he got the hood and new bumpers and everything. So I painted the first time, actually 2 times, I guess I painted myself. And it came out decent, like I said in my videos, I'm not professional, but I'm learning as I go. So everything, I rebuilt the engine, the engine that came with it, and the transmission was rebuilt, and then he's been driving it since then. I mean, I don't remember how old you are anymore, but it's been like 7 years or so, I think. I think a year ago is when we actually put a brand new engine, or I guess you can say brand new, but it's a Reman engine that we've got and a Reman tranny. So pretty much new engine, new tranny. And then he's done like the top end kit, Edelbrock intake and all that. So, and I mean, we're always working on it. We put different radiator eventually. Now we just put new fans on it. You know what they say about project cars, they're never done unless you sell them. So it's been nice. I mean, I tell them not to get rid of it just because all the work has gone into it. And obviously, you put a car like this for sale, whatever the price is, people are going to say, well, you're crazy for asking that, but you don't realize all the little things you have to put in them just in parts how much money you put in a car. You know, most of you guys that are car guys, you know exactly, but for someone that kind of just looks at cars online, it's like, well, why would I buy this or whatever when I can buy something for half the price? But you don't realize all the things that you put in it, and not to mention the labor. I mean, there's hundreds and thousands of hours that's been gone in this car that they're not accounted for. And if you take a car and you have someone build it for you, I mean, that's going to cost you a lot of money. So I'm glad that he's going to keep it. I mean, who knows, you know, later on if he does sell it or not. But it's been one of those things, you know. It's a love-hate relationship kind of, because
Sure
he
is.
spent all his money in it. And with any car that you drive, you know, it's an older car obviously, so there's things that come up you have to fix and just keep going, right? And I mean, you know, you can see the car. It's really great condition. Looks good. It runs perfect. And this kind of started for him. You know, he got his license, and it kind of got him into cars, which is a good thing. I mean, when you're that young, you have a lot of energy and time, and it's not really money, but to spend. And it's much better to spend it on a hobby, I guess. Even if it's a bad one, I mean, whatever you want to say, but it's better to spend our time on working on cars and stuff than, you know, a lot of younger people get in trouble doing other things. So it was kind of good. I mean, for me, it was like, let's get this car built, and then he got in it, and I mean, obviously now that's all he does.
Actually, my dad, because I've been looking at these, and actually my grandpa showed me a convertible once, and my dad said, no, you can't drive that, it's too much for you, and this and that. So if it weren't for Alex, this wouldn't be here, it wouldn't have started the whole thing that we have. And actually, the biggest thing that I have to thank for this car too, apart from, honestly, the relationship with my uncle, is late model. The whole relationship with late model wouldn't have started if it weren't for this car. You would think the Roush is the one who gets the most attention from late model, but actually this is a car who's on their website, it's on the main screen with the previous look, it's on their calendar, it was on their catalog. I mean, this is a car that gets all the love from late model. I was planning, I mean, obviously the cruising got canceled, unfortunately. We were debating on taking either the Roush or this one, or the Saline and the Roush. And I really want to take this one just because this one's got a whole lot more of the mark. I mean, from shocks to, I just ordered the cup holder center console. I mean, everything's from late model, everything. I mean, I love this thing. I daily drive it, as well, you know, and surprisingly, this car has never left me stranded anywhere. I mean, the Roush has, when the clutch cable broke, for example, the Mach 1 and the Red or Blue. This has always gotten me home. I mean, I've had issues with it here and there, but it never lets me down completely. It always gets me home.
That's what I always say. And you know, I mean, like I tell them, if you drive a car every day, obviously it's 99, 09, 19, 30, 31-year-old car. I mean, you know, it's not the same as a brand new car, right? So obviously things are gonna pop up here and there, but you know, it's no big deal. I mean, we can work on these. Some of the new cars you can't do anything to. So, you know, that's different. It's just a different feel when you drive. You know, those of you that have Fox bodies or even older Mustangs. I mean, I have a 67 up there, and I drove that thing for like 10 years. Daily
Yes,
drive.
you did.
Everywhere. I mean, I was, you know, the car I drove to work, pick up the kids, whatever. I drove that thing, and it's a different feel. I mean, you know, you got your, well, on that one, you got manual steering, I had manual brakes, I have drum brakes all the way around, which is really dangerous, but you just learn things, you know, you kind of learn how to drive better, because, you know, you're not going to be falling on people's tailgate with drum brakes all the way around, unless you want to crash into them, but it's different. So, you know, you drive a car like this every day, it's just more of a, you know, you feel the road, you feel everything. You drive a brand new car, everything is kind of, for lack of other words, disconnected, because it's, I mean, not because the car is bad, the cars are so great that they just feel like you're driving a cloud, really, you know. Steering is so responsive, you know, suspension, everything, a lot more horsepower, obviously, so it's different, but it's also cool. I mean, you drive around also on an older car, you get a lot of attention from the older folks, and, you know, everyone just, you know, you don't see this around everywhere. You can't go to a dealership and buy a 89 Mustang anymore, so it's different. I personally like it. I mean, I have my 67 that I've been working on like 5 years now. time just kind of disappears, and I would love to get it on the road here soon, which it probably will happen the next couple years. But it's different. It's different. I mean, I daily drive my 77 pickup. I just love driving it, and sometimes I'm like, well, maybe buy a new truck or a new car, but then I'm like, I mean, it drives good, and like he said, that truck's never left me anywhere.
It never has.
Even when my transmission blew out like 3 months ago, it got me home, and so
Barely, but it did, and then it didn't move from there where you parked it.
yeah. But it's just different. I enjoy driving it. It's just a different feeling, and sometimes, I mean, it just depends where you are financially too. I mean, obviously he's put a lot of money into this car, but it's been little by little. It's not like, you go and buy a car like that's already done like this, you're gonna spend a lot of money. That's different. You can buy a newer one for that same price, but if you build them little by little, you can get them to that point where it's a great car, and you already kind of put the money in it. So it's nice not to have a payment. That's why I always say. I mean, I bought the Saleen here, and I paid a cheap price for it, and so I'm like, I'm happy with it. It's a project. It's gonna look great once we're done with it here soon, and then I don't have to have a car payment. I mean, nothing wrong with that. Don't get me wrong. It's just different. Like for me, I have my family and everything, so it's a little bit harder. For him, it'll be easier, but same thing. I mean, he's already got this car built, so why sell it? And Late Model's been great with it. I mean, they help him out with all the parts, and we've done a few videos showcasing their parts. We're probably gonna do one on that console here soon.
Yeah, you got the console.
And I think there's a couple of them out there of people putting it on, but it's a great new addition that they did for that. I mean, they sell anything you need, anywhere from small clips to the little rubber pieces on the window that you
Seat belts,
need,
anything.
and so that's cool. And then also, I mean, he's been just learning also about how things work, how to fix them. So, lately, like today, he was working on it, and I'm just like, all right, just do that, and just to kind of get him to learn about it as well, because everyone should learn how to do some things on their own car. And plus, if you pay again, you're gonna spend more money. So
that's where it gets pricey.
yeah, but it's been a great car. I mean, really, from the moment I got it home, I mean, yeah, it was probably a bad idea, but hey, sometimes bad ideas turn into good ideas. So
A lot of memories in this thing. I mean, I remember got it running for high school. First day, I mean, there was kids in high school. I went to Cleveland. If anybody here watching the video, there was kids that even drove a Nissan GTR, and I still got the most attention. It was like, oh, Fox body, And I was proud of it, because I was like, well, I drive my project car that me and my uncle built, my own money. I worked 2 summers, I had money saved up, and then I dropped it all in this. I know as we progressed, like he said, we got it running pretty much. My dad did get me the interior, the TMI upholstery. That's what he got me for my birthday. And then as far as that, we got it running, painted. I mean, it had a cam in it, like I said, a rebuilt engine. And then as we progressed, as we started working with my dad more, I did the bolt-ons. I mean, I've gone through 3 sets of wheels on this thing. We finally did the hood, bumpers. I mean, I've been fixing it as I wanted it, slowly. I wish I was able to do it right off the bat, how I wanted. I mean, I still want to put a 347 stroker with a Vortec in it. But, I mean, at this point, it's a daily. I don't know if Vortec hooks it up, shout out to Vortec, we'll throw a Vortec on it. But at this point, it's a daily. I don't know if I want to soup it up at that point. My goal is, I was talking with Alex, would you guys like to see more content on this one? Or I'm hoping, I mean, if it's God's plan, get in a newer 5.0 or a brand new 5.0. We'll see how it goes. The Roush is getting some stuff done to the interior, so you'll see that one here soon. And then, like I said, we'll do videos on this one, but mainly the biggest project we got is the Saleen. So we got to get his Saleen done. We were going to get it done for the cruise-in, but fortunately it got canceled. I mean, we can't control that.
Yeah, with everything going on, which is good, shout out to Late Model again, and I respect that decision of them, which is good. I mean, everyone's safety is number one. At the end of the day, I mean, we just have your family, right? You got to take care of yourself, your family. So, that's fine. They'll put it on next year, and I think it'll be done here next month. As far as we got the body work done, and I just gotta do the paint, which is not bad. I was painting the truck, which you'll see a video.
He killed it on that one, guys. You'll see it.
It's it was kind of I wanted to practice before I paint this one, but I already got the paint, so it would have been done for late model. It's just well, now since that's canceled, I mean, we're kind of shifting here and there, but we're still gonna get that done. Keep doing the videos on it, and then that's kind of the main thing. Do you guys want to see a little bit more work on this, more videos? Maybe how-tos, or just maybe a backstory on the Roush. Kind of let us know what you guys want to see, and then also, like he said, he wants to get maybe a brand new Mustang and go from the beginning on that one. To picking it up, to adding everything. Any companies that want to help us out or anything like that, and just kind of transforming that, and just so that there's a lot of people out there that like to work on their own cars. Maybe you don't know how to do things, which again, I'm not professional, but I do all my own work. I mean, the way I see it is, sometimes you pay for something to get done and you still don't get that great quality, so I'll try it and see what I can do with it. And then I think once the ceiling is done too, we're gonna do a little bit of videos on my 67 there, just because one, I haven't really worked on it. Two, it's a great project to probably do some content on.
It's different.
Well, I don't know if it's 50% done, but it already has the engine transmission in there, and I just got to do all the wiring, but mostly finish the body work on it. So we'll probably do that anyways, and then again, depends on what we do, either with the new Mustang or just keep doing what we're doing here. But we do want to see, we did want to share the backstory on this. I mean, I'm sure we're probably missing some things out there. I think.
That's it. I think expect more content on the sailing. That's gonna be, engine swap, stuff like that. If you want to watch, we're not gonna go very much in detail because obviously we can't film if we're both working on it. But we'll show clips here and there of how we do it, and you'll get to see the progress. I think this is gonna be a great one. We didn't film the interior when he did it, unfortunately, but we can show that one too. He did a TMI interior on this one. So the sailing as well. I know everybody likes my Roush. The sailing is about to make a come up.
I'm gonna do everything on that. So the paint, which will make it look a lot nicer, and then the engine. I got it right here. It's a brand new engine for it. When we do that, we'll do the clutch and everything on it, and then it's just gonna be pretty much everything that you would do to an older car. Car is older, has some miles, so the engine runs good. It just has a higher mileage on it, so I was gonna just do all new gaskets and everything, so I just figured get a new engine, swap it out, and then maybe I can build that one for performance or whatever down the road. So, it also depends with the money. So, we'll do a lot of videos on that. I'll do the brakes and pretty much everything that's gonna be touched on it. I'll have even the windshield. The guy's gonna come do it, and we'll probably just show you guys kind of a quick, him doing it. He's actually been doing all our windshields, so we'll definitely get his information on there for anyone local here. But he does really good work, and his price is really good. So I already talked to him about it. Other than that, I think we kind of covered what we wanted to cover today. So any last words today?
Let me know what you guys think. Should I have sold the Fox body for a 5.0 or? I'm gonna keep it regardless at this point, but I think it wasn't meant to be. I hope I can still get another 5.0, but I'm still gonna keep this one and the Roush. They're not going nowhere. So we'll do a backstory on the Roush too. That one's got a deeper story on it. Way back when. That's been one of my dream cars. So thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more videos.
Thank you, guys. Please subscribe to our channel and leave a comment what you'd like to see. And thank you for tuning in.